Dear Apple, stop. There are a lot of faults. For one, the animations. Look at this. See, when your animations are killing you, just stop. Give some freedom, just stop. Stop the underclocking and shutdowns. This is an old iPhone 6s, right? Old by your standards, but still, I don't care if it shuts down. It's on charging quite a lot. It has some drain, like 13% battery wear level, but I don't care. I just want the phone to run fast. Dear Apple, and while we're on that subject of running fast, why not improve RAM management? After iOS 10, iOS 11 has horrible RAM management. Seriously, horrible. I mean, apps do stay in the background. Like, I opened settings, I had it set on wallpaper. See, it does open, but not all of them, not every time, and generally after 20 minutes, the apps just go. Why? It wasn't there in iOS 10. Why in iOS 11? Apple, just stop messing with the data. Like, why does App Store still need 150 maximum while on data? Like, I have a gigabyte of data per day. Why? I don't need your 150 MB restrictions. Just stop. Improve your notifications. What is this? Why does it show view and clear? Why not? I mean, we are clearly opening it. Like, you're clearly viewing it while you open it, right? See, Twitter literally lost its RAM. It's always open. I mean, shouldn't there be just you swipe down and you do this to swipe it away, and then you do this to open it, right? Viewing it means opening it. Doesn't make sense. So, why? You can just tap on the notification, right? And it opens, it views it, so you don't need that swipe. It's unnecessary. Just remove it. Apple, why are your battery stats so wrong? They are always wrong, but why? I mean, just why? I don't think I used YouTube for 2.4 hours yesterday. It might be a lot more. And I don't think I was on Instagram for 8 minutes. It was also a lot more. It wasn't running 1 minute in the background. Should be a lot more. Why are your stats so wrong? Apple, make 3D touch customizable. I never click on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi because I usually go to the settings and I disable them both together. Also, while we are talking about settings, what is the deal with you and control center? Why can't you disable? Wait, see, bug. Why can't you disable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth from the control center? I do not need it to disconnect. I need it to disable. Turn it off. If you have noticed, people turn off the Wi-Fi more than they disconnect it. People turn off Bluetooth more than they disconnect it. I do not need it to constantly drain my battery, even though it's minimal. But I don't care, I don't want it. Dear Apple, stop the bugs. I can't tell you the number of times apps have crashed in iOS 11. I can't tell you the number of times the keyboard has disappeared, options have disappeared, apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, mainstream apps. These aren't your average small apps, they are still giving bugs. Why am I getting iPhone 10 compatibility updates on my iPhone 6s? I don't need them. Apple, why can't I change my resolution from here? There's a lot of space and a lot of people do it. Let me do it. Apple, just allow downgrades. I know your policy about jailbreaking and all. I do not want to jailbreak. I just want 10.3.3 on my phone. iOS 11 has been horrible. I can't change the Wi-Fi. I hate the animations, the opening and closing animations. I just hate them. I don't like them. I liked iOS 10's better. iOS 10 was generally better. And what is with 3D touch? I mean, there are only two phases. Either you can 3D touch, see it just pops, like it's not controllable like in iOS 10. If you try to control it, see, this is what happens. Why? I mean, there was the frame rate issue, and this is how you solve it. This is how you solve the frame rate issue of 3D touch. Like, wasn't I able to control how much it opens and closes in iOS 11? Like, see here, see, see, I could play with it. I used to play with it, so I know. Why? I mean, it's not an issue exactly, but still, why? Couldn't you just fix it the normal way instead of cutting things up? Apple, while playing multiplayer games, I do not need my data on for my hotspot. Like, seriously, Android can give blank hotspots. You just press the hotspot button without turning data on. You can connect, something called as LAN Wi-Fi. You can connect it. Why can't I? Why do I need to turn on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for the hotspot to work? Makes no sense. So when we are talking about that battery issue, why don't you do this? Why not let the user decide if he wants the phone to randomly shut down or if he wants to underclock the processor? Maybe give a button like I just turned on low power mode, just like turn on safety mode or something. Maybe give a slider like the brightness slider, like this is the level of underclocking and this is the level of safety. You underclock it more and the safety bar rises with it. You let it go and you can expect random shutdowns. I don't think users will be disappointed. I mean, this iPhone 7 is what, like a year old now. It has no battery drain in it because it is barely ever charged and used. Well, this 6S, it's what, 8 months old now, and it has 13% battery drain. So this wouldn't be underclocked while this old phone will be underclocked. I don't get it. Why not let me choose? I am okay if it powers down randomly. I have power banks. I have wall outlets. I can use it. What is the deal with Touch ID? My finger is clean and the thumb is registered. Sometimes it does unlock, while on the other times, wait, I'm sorry, that was my mistake, but while on the other times, it just fails. I mean, it's not easy to replicate the issue, but it does fail quite a lot. Actually, like it only unlocks in optimal conditions, and this is like an optimal condition. This is like an optimal setting. Okay, even if I get like into a slightly colder place or my hands are slightly wet, does it unlock and it collects smudges? See, there you go, didn't unlock. Okay, and I literally pressed for it to unlock, it didn't, it doesn't. See, my index finger is also registered. See, it took some time, but on most cases it doesn't unlock. Look at it, didn't. Now it did. Why? I don't know. I mean, I have to re-register my fingers in like a week for it to actually work, or it doesn't even work that much. And it's weird. It's pretty weird. Maybe there is something. Maybe there might be some improvisation software. Like every time you unlock your phone, it knows how you're unlocking, and over time it improves to gradually let you unlock each and every time with succession and improves the security. Well, it works the opposite for me, and over time it gets worse. I don't want that. Maybe like there's a face ID attention awareness setting, also like there should be a touch ID setting that lets you set it. I don't know, could be true, could not be, but still giving my opinion here. Also, there's a problem with the notifications. Like if I'm playing a game, a multiplayer game or anything, why don't I get an option to disable all notifications? Why do I need to turn all of these and many more off individually? I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. No sense in that. All of these annoying emails on iOS, like he has uploaded this and all, and I do not want to disable them just because I'm too lazy to. So maybe like I just as I told, like there is like, see, inbox 47 unread. Maybe there's this whole screen, right? There are more options. Maybe make it customizable so that I add a few buttons like read all, open, ignore, anything to help. Anything like, I don't take selfies, but I do take time lapses. Maybe I could change that to take a time lapse. No, yes, anything. These aren't like much thought out complaints. These are what like daily happen to me. Okay, these are like daily annoyances. So I stated them. I hope you could fix it with 11.3 Apple, but your Apple, obviously you will not fix it. You will fix it in iOS 12 and call it a new feature. I don't mind. Just enable 10.3.3 downgrade officially without the need of iTunes or a computer, and I'll be happy. Seriously, yes. That's it. Okay, so this is one last issue that needed to be mentioned. Like, see, whenever you type, the key rises up, right? You can see, you can autocorrect, but sometimes when you type, like, see it, that key will stay there until you type the next letter. The key will stay there until you type the next letter, and autocorrect, or maybe you can, like, these words, right, these suggestion words, they just won't work. Like, you tap on them, they won't work, they will not work. But it's very hard to replicate that bug because it happens randomly, right? It happens randomly on random apps. You close the apps, you open them, it works fine again. It's very annoying, but I can't seem to replicate it right now. So before I end this video, let me make a few things clear. One, I love Apple. I'm not an Apple hater or an Android fanboy or an Apple chief for that matter. And yes, I know the sounds are horrible and I'm making some mistakes, but this is just a video to let people know. Also, if you like the video, you know what to do. Sub, like, dislike. I plan on creating more videos like these. Maybe as a future career, who knows? Need your help. That's it. Thank you guys for watching.